Hi, this is Sandy from Sandy's Kitchen. Today, continuing from yesterday, we're going to make my spaghetti sauce. So we're going to start with, I already started like sauteing the meatballs, but I'm going to finish it now to show you guys. So what I do is I put a little bit of like olive oil, a little bit of vegetable oil in a fry pan, and then you saute the meatballs. I'm only going to do a few here to show you because it just takes so long. So you saute these meatballs. I like to get them brown before I put them in my sauce. And I've already got some done in here with some sausage and some pepperoni. These are the pepperoni here. I'll show you. Yesterday I cut them up. These are the sizes that you want it to be in. These are the pepperoni. And here's the sausage. And then you brown your meatballs too. I'm going to brown these all together. Get that going. It's just nice to have them brown because if you put them in there just raw like that, it can stick to the bottom of the pan. You don't want to do that. Plus this gives it flavor when I add onions to this too. Okay, so you brown all that up. It doesn't take long. And I use my big saucepan. And we're going to move on because this is going to take too long. So I'm going to show you what I do with my tomatoes now. So over here I have cans of whole tomatoes that we're going to grind up in the blender. And that's going to make a big mess right now. And there's Stephanie, my daughter, who's come to visit. That's pretty much that. You grind the whole tomatoes. I'll give you the recipe because she has the recipe and she's going to send it to me, and then I'll give it to you guys on the Stroke Coffee House. So you take the sauce and you put it in the pan with all the meat. And then I also buy these really huge jars, or cans, of Hunt's. It's tomato puree. So this stuff is already pureed, but it's really good to use the whole tomatoes because it gives it a really good flavor. So then you take these cans, try to not spill it. Put that in there. And then I've also got, and I'm going to put these in there now because they're already browned. So we're going to put this in the sauce. And then I'm going to add my onions and garlic. So here's my ground onions and garlic that I did yesterday. Get that all brown. Oh, you should smell it in here. It smells so good, doesn't it, Steph?
Oh, delicious.
It does. I should have like Italian music playing or something.
Yeah.
So anyways, you saute this, let that brown up, and then you're going to put that in the sauce as well. And the other thing that I put in, I put wine in the sauce. So you take a drink of the wine. No, I'm just kidding.
She's not kidding.
I'm kidding, Steph. I don't drink. And I have another wine here. I don't really know how much I use. How much did I tell you to use, Steph?
I use like 2 cups.
2 cups of wine? And how much do you drink when you make it?
Bottle.
A whole bottle. There you go. From the babe's mouth. And there's bay leaves. Do you put 1 or 2 in yours?
I did 2.
2 bay leaves.
Dad's choking on the onion.
Okay, 2 bay leaves. And let's see what else goes in there. Okay, so I've got the garlic and the onion sauteing here. I've got all my meatballs, the pepperoni, the sausage,
Bay leaves.
I can't think anymore. I think that's about it. And I showed you yesterday how I made my meatballs.
You gotta make it with a little bit of love or else it doesn't turn out great.
A lot of love.
A lot of love.
Stephanie made me, and Jenna made me the best sauce the other day for my birthday party that they had at her house. It was so good. She did a great job. And I know a lot of you can go and buy the jar bought in the store, but it's just not the same. And for our family, it's like a tradition to do this. And now that my daughters know how to make it, it just makes me feel good. And I'm sure my mom's happy too up there in heaven going, good job, girls.
Side note, my mom says she doesn't drink. See that?
Funny.
We think that's a lie.
It's not a lie.
Okay, is Sandy's kitchen done for the day?
And I think that's
The sauce
about it.
complete.
Did you get a shot of this?
Yep.
So I need to tell you though, I cooked this for about, what, 6 hours?
Yep.
6 hours on slow, very low heat, because if you cook it too high, it's going to burn, and that's really not a good thing. So you let it cook all day long. Today's Sunday, so I've got all day today and let it cook all day. And it's so good because at the end then we freeze it and we put it in freezer baggies. And then you just pull it out of the freezer just like you would the jar sauce that you would buy in the store, but this is much better.
Make sure when you stir, you go all along the very bottom because you don't want anything to burn and stick along the bottom of the pan.
And my assistant has helped me with the cooking in the kitchen today. Thank you from Sandy's Kitchen. Have a great week.